Hello, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Libby Dyson from libbystamps.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Now all the products I'm showing you today you can buy through my online store. Alright, so what we're going to do today is, and I'm focusing on Mother's Day, we're going to make, it's really quite easy, a giant paper clip and just embellish it. We're not making the paper clip, we're just embellishing it. So the paper clips come like this, and I got mine from Kmart, but I've seen them in the dollar shops as well, so just look around. They're not that expensive. Kmart had 10 clips for a couple of dollars, so I thought that was well worthwhile. And I've simply decorated it with some of the Share What We Love bundle. I'll just bring it closer so you can see. I'm hoping there's shine on that, on those flowers, and I've sort of made it a bit 3D-ish, if you can see that. Anyway, so we're going to make one today. Now, I will warn you that when you put the adhesive on here, you need to have a second dot, an extra dot. So I'll just punch one out so we're ready for it. I'll explain why in a minute. So what I've done is I've used a 1 1/4 inch punch. Yes, and I've cut out 2 of those. I was going to use 1 inch punches, but 1 1/4 seems to fit a little bit better. And I've already pre-cut these flowers. I fussy cut them out of the Share What We Love Designer Series paper. So we're going to stack those up in a minute. And I've punched out 2 of the 1 3/4 inch punches and 1 of the 1 inch punch. And what I'm going to do is just attach this one to one of these. So I might use this side actually. So we'll just go ahead and attach that. That's the easy bit done. All right, it's not that difficult, this project, and it's quite quick and easy. And mums are always looking for something to put all their bits and pieces in, their notes from school, daycare, wherever. So this would make a lovely project for Mother's Day. All right, so we'll get started with the flowers. So I fussy cut 3 flowers of different sizes out of the Share What We Love bundle, and I'm just going to use some mini dimensionals because I don't want this to be too high. I found the ordinary dimensionals were a bit too high for it. So I'm just going to add some to the back of this. I'll just add a couple and add a couple to this one too. And this paper is beautiful. You can get it at the moment as a pre-release bundle. Now the paper comes in the Gotta Have It All bundle, which is quite expensive if you're only doing this one-off, but the paper has a lot of sheets in it. Hang on, I'll have a look. The paper's got 24 sheets or something like that in it. 24 sheets double-sided, and some of it's pearlized, so it looks just beautiful on. Just trying to match up these little divvy ones here. Go in. All right, so we might put that one there. Okay, so that's going to go on to the front of this, and I'm just going to use some liquid glue to attach that. So just a bit of liquid glue on the back. I'm just trying to save bulk, really. This would be a great gift to send in the mail with a gift card attached or a gift certificate attached. Don't forget, I do gift certificates, and I can do digital ones up until Saturday night, the 11th. All right, now I'm going to start with this bit that we did before, and you put the DSP side down that way. And I'm going to bring in the ordinary dimensionals, and I'm just going to lay that down there like that, so it's sort of got an even amount of cardstock around it. And then I'm going to come in with my paper piercing tool. I'm going to put 1 dimensional here. It sort of adds up to having 3 on here, but you want to use the the dimensionals to sort of hold the paper clip in. So there's 2. And I've put the straight side against the straight side of the paper clip, and I'm going to see if I can get a squish a third one in here. Alright, so I'll put that one sort of there. Okay. Alright, so that's where my paper clip's going to go, and I'm going to just take the backing off now. As I said, this is quite a quick and easy project, and you can use scraps of designer series paper to decorate the front, and by doing what we do, it looks quite lovely. And I know the paper is pearlized, but we're going to give it a little bit of protection as well. So I'm going to pick this up in my fingers, put that back on there, quite centre it up anyway, and then you want to centre up, want the circles to match. Alright, so you could, that's it, you could stop there if you wanted to, but these leaves are quite floppy. These ones have got a bit more substance to them because of what I've done. So I've brought in my fine tip glue pen, and this is where our extra spot comes in, and I'll explain why in a second. So what I did was, with my fine tip glue pen, I started on the bottom and I just covered the petals. Don't shake your fine tip glue pen either, otherwise you'll end up with lots of bubbles. Alright, so you just want to go around and cover all those bits underneath first. So you're really just colouring the leaves in with fine tip glue pen, and then again around, and we'll do the top in a minute. If you've got your paper piercer handy and you get bubbles, you can drag the bubbles using your paper piercer, drag the bubbles to the edge, and they'll disappear. So I'll just lift those leaves up so I can get in under there. Alright, now by doing this you also give it a bit of a coat. You know how kitchens and offices full of dust and what have you. Alright, so you're giving it a bit of a coat to protect it against that. So just go in and colour in these bits now. And I'm going to do all the way up this leaf and each of the little leaves, and it'll just give the leaves a bit of substance as well as the protection against the dust and what have you that can sometimes build up. So you just go ahead and you colour all of it in with your fine tip glue pen, and it doesn't matter if the top sticks to the layer below, really doesn't matter. It'll look beautiful, and as I said, you can see the pearls sort of sheen through the fine tip glue pen. Go back and fill in any bits that you missed, including whole petals. You have missed this one. Colour in the middle. Alright, now I'm going to leave that to dry, but before I do that, I'm just going to put a little bit of fine tip glue pen on here to about the same thickness. Now, I tell you why. Because if you go and touch this before it's fully dry, you're going to end up with your fingerprint right in the middle of it. And there's no way of getting rid of that. You'll have spoilt your project. So put a bit of fine tip glue pen on something else that doesn't matter and leave it, and then you can test on that. Now, I don't know if you can see little bubbles sort of here. So what you do is with your paper piercer or a pin, just drag them to the edge. Sometimes they want to be a little bit more stubborn until they go away. Pin probably works better because you can drag it more easily, but paper pierce is what I have, so that's what I've used. And then just wipe it off, wipe your paper piercer off after that. Alright, so that's our project for today. So we've decorated 2 large paper clips. Make wonderful gift ideas, and don't forget all the supplies except the paper clips are available in my online store. You can go to libbystamps.com and click on the shop button, and I've got a special hostess code going this month where you could win a $50 shopping spree on me, and for any order over $60 you'll get a packet of clear faceted gems. Everybody gets the thank you card and a small thank you gift as well. So don't forget, shop by going to libbystamps.com, click on the shop button, and we're using the Share What You Love bundle. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye for now.
Creation, imagination, try to draw outside the line. Let us see